we probably all underestimated the inflationary pressure in 2021. So it was not only the war, it was already a very expansionary monetary policy combined with a very expansionary fiscal policy and a negative output shock, and that put inflation up a lot. So I think it really a little bit demonstrated that the conventional wisdom is still valid. So price stability is very important. Expansionary monetary policy can create inflation, and we have to be very careful. And probably, with the benefit of hindsight, monetary policy was all over the place a little bit too expansionary.
Do you think that there was an element of recency bias, just because for so many years it didn't seem like there was going to be strong inflationary pressure? For years we've been talking about low inflation, disinflation, and I'm definitely going to ask Professor Summers about this shortly. But then when inflation did show up, it showed up very aggressively, very uninvited. And for a while people just thought, well, you know, inflation can't be this new structural phenomenon that's going to stay with us and be persistent. High levels of inflation.
Yeah. Well, it really showed that low inflation is much better than high inflation. So we discussed many times whether inflation below 2% is really dramatic, what we should do. But now we see inflation rates between 0 and 2% as long as the output gap is closed. In a way, it's not too negative. Now we have a big problem. Inflation is far too high. It's negative not only for the functioning of the economy, but also it's very negative, especially for low-income classes. The population doesn't like inflation. So I guess the focus on price stability for central banks is absolutely essential. And we have to have this commitment. We have this mandate. And I think all central banks have then to deliver and bring inflation back to price stability.